start. I guess first, just kind of talk about your play against Arkansas. Coach Chiz and Coach Root both said that it felt like that was one of your better games.
Well, first off, I had a great week of practice, and we all had a great week of practice. We had a great defensive game plan for them. It was very simple, and when I got my name called, I just went out there and just balled.
Talk about the play you made on the goal line there where you shot through the gap.
Oh, I got to get my 3 technique or my nose guard a compliment on that because he had got dropped to double team and they was hung up on him and it just allowed me to play free and make the play. So
it's been kind of a long climb for you. Do you feel like you're finally getting back to where you wanted to be?
I hope so, man. I really hope so. Yeah. I hope my play last week, can increase my role of playing this week. So.
What's held you back, Toro? What's held you back this year to this point?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Do you feel like you're playing well in practice, like the whole way through?
Oh yeah, I really do. But I just keep the faith in God, man, and just keep rolling, man. And that's what I do. And the biggest thing for me is not to get discouraged and don't let a circumstance or situation dictate who I am or dictate how I play. So that's been the biggest thing with me. I've been talking over with my parents and stuff. They just like just keep the faith in God or whatever, and everything's gonna work out. And and the show this Saturday. So as long as I'm me and I'm ready to go, man, I'm focused. I can make things happen.
Do you practice anywhere except at Mike? Do you practice any at Will?
When I first came back, Coach had me in at Will a little bit, but now it's just been mostly Mike for the last 5 weeks.
You feel like a light bulb's kind of gone off? You feel like you're getting it more, or have you always gotten it? It's just
That's what I don't get. I hear that, man. That just really just like, is he like, do he know what he's doing? Is he getting it? I feel like I always was getting it, because if I wasn't, I wouldn't be able to make the plays that I did in the past. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't have an answer to, why I don't play as much or, why I didn't play much in the past. I don't know. I really don't know. I just let the coaches make the decisions, man. And when my name's called, I just go out there and and just play.
How much fun was it?
Oh man, it was real fun. It was fun. It was fun, for me to go out there and play the way I played, and when I'm having fun, man, I make those type of plays and I make plays and in a game like that, so it was real fun.
How much did it take anything away from it that you didn't win the game?
Well, that's the first thing. You want to win now. You got to win. But personally, I feel like it was a big step for me, as a player and as a player to help this team, to win. So personally, I feel it's a big step. But the main goal is the team to win.
Just talking about, I guess, the last couple of weeks too. Overall defense for you guys, you feel like taking some steps forward.
Oh yeah, man. Like everybody's buying into what the coaches are telling us, man. And we're going out there and practice, and and we just got to have fun. Have that swag about ourselves, man. Go out there and just ball, and when someone make a big play or whatever, everybody come on together, keep everybody going, instead of, just making a big play and walking back to the huddle. You just need that excitement, you know what I'm saying? So we've been having that the past 2 weeks, man, or 3 weeks now, and hopefully it'll carry on.
I know you bring that. That's one of the things that you do. How tough is that for young guys to get, though, because they're thinking about doing so many things that they forget to kind of...
I bring that, but I'm always been the type of player that like this, right? If I'm not out there, playing, and if I'm not in the war, what I'm saying, I don't feel that I need to say certain things because I'm not out there, you know what I'm saying? So, because if I was a player and I'm out there battling or whatever, and I got a guy just on the sideline or whatever, and he's telling me like, oh man, you need to do this, you should do it. No, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not out there. So, and I felt like, I was like, well, you know what, I'm not going to really say as much or do much because I'm not really out there. But what, and I was talking to my mom and my brother about that, and it was like, that's one of your roles, whether you play or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's to cheer the team on, and you know, and I don't want y'all to get it twisted as like I'm being selfish or anything. Like I'm not trying to cheer my team on or whatever like that. I just feel like if I'm not like involved, like in the fight, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be, you know, just cheer. You know what I'm saying? I want to, you know, contribute and then also, you know, help bring my team. I don't want to be like a chiller. You know, like this guy he just talk, but he don't do anything. I don't want to be looked at it like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to go with it. But you know, yeah, but. You know, but I understand that is my role, whether I play or not. It don't matter. You know, that's my job to cheer my team on and you know, to bring the excitement, because that's what I've been doing throughout my whole years of playing football. So I do that, whether I play or not. You know.
Do you feel like from what you hear from the coaches, you're gonna play more from now on?
And I always thought I would play more, man. Hey, like I tell you, man. You know, I always thought I'd play more, and you know, I always thought so. I mean, they're not really saying anything different than the past, you know. Like, you know.
Tori, you got real high expectations for yourself. I mean, you're
Very high expectations.
Yes, you do. Absolutely.
And you know, when I don't, you know, when I'm not mean them, and when I'm not meeting my expectations, and I know I can. But it's something else, that's frustrates me. It frustrates me, and when it frustrates me, it take me away, take me out of my game, and it's just because it's just frustrating, man.
You're like Superman without a cape, huh?
Right, man. You know, and I've been blessed with all this ability, you know, and it just seemed like it's just been rough for me, man, personally, like seriously. You know, and to hear the talk of what people, you know, they think of you and say about you and stuff. You know, I know all that stuff, you don't supposed to read stuff and, you know, look at stuff like that, but, you know, I do, man, and to hear all that and to see the people's thoughts of me and in a negative way and this and that, I'm like, wow.
People been negative to you?
Well, just you know, just articles and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a mystery, or you don't know what never you expect. I mean, this guy got all the ability, but you know, he's this, he's that, you know, like you don't know what he's doing. Like, oh, that's false, man. That's false, man. You know, so that really just been tough. Like, man, you know, they think you know, looking at me in that type of way. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, that's really tough. But you know, I have learned to, you know, hear those things, but you know, not really just focus on those things. You know, just use that as motivation and just keep fighting every day and just keep going to work, man.
How big would it be for you to finish out and to have a big role and to finish out the rest of the
That's
season?
my number one goal. No matter what happened, no matter how many snaps I play, no matter whether I start or not, I've been blessed with a talent because I can play football. Period. I can do this. I can do this dog better than I can do anything else. I've been blessed with it. You know what I'm saying? So I can do that. So by me not letting situations, circumstances, you know, interfere with that, I can't nothing stop me. Can't nobody stop me. Nobody. You know, when I'm on my game, when I'm doing, can't nobody stop me. You know, so, and that's the bottom line, man. You know, and that's really just it, man. But I'm gonna finish this season out, you know, with a bang. I got to. I got 6 games left in a bowl game, and I'm gonna finish it out. You know, I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to prepare and help my team win, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Appreciate it.
All right.